Hi there folks, Gareth here, and we have something a little bit different for you. This is a package that was sent over to me by O2 to outline some of the dangers of purchasing a second-hand phone in like new condition from an online site or classified ads, and just to highlight the fact that this might not be as described, as in like new. So the package has been sent to O2, it's been inspected by them and then passed on to me for me to act as almost as if I have just purchased this myself. I don't know how much they paid for it, and I don't even really know what model it is. I just opened it thinking it was actually a DVD, but it's not. So I'm going to pull it out and see exactly what it is. So obviously everybody knows a little story of someone who's bought a phone online to find that it has not measured up to what they expect, not been as described, and had real trouble trying to get it either replaced or a refund out of the original seller. And that's to highlight the dangers, and maybe using one of the functions like with O2. Using O2's website, you can actually order phones that are of a better quality and guaranteed to be as described. This device is hopefully going to be as described, which would be like new, but I'm not entirely sure. The obvious contents here are merely just a micro USB cable, which seems fairly okay. There's obviously no power adapter here, just the USB cable, and then the device itself, which is an HTC M8, and it seems to be as far away from like new as you could possibly get. Incredibly badly damaged. Okay, so we have a large chip on the screen here, and you can actually see cracks going across the screen like this. That's a fairly nasty chip. Going on further around the device, it does show a bit of wear and tear up there, or maybe it's just a bit of dust. It's bounced off the curb a couple of times just here. Yep, and up there it's taken another ding. Down here, see the paint is starting to flake off. This, I don't know if this is a covering of some description, or if it's actually part of the HTC's original design, but no, we can pull that off. That does appear to be stuck on, so maybe it's some kind of decal that someone has attached. Well, I suppose we'll have a look and see if there's anything underneath it. Maybe it's there to hide something. I'm actually starting to wonder dubiously if this is actually an HTC. Okay, well, we have a full metal body there, and we have a rather cracked looking second camera. The HTC M8 had the dual cameras to help with depth perception, and this one here does have two cracks in it. Okay, so further on around here we just have another ding at the bottom here. Rather nasty scratch just along there, and around here to some more battle damage. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to turn her on. It's been a while since I've used one of these. Okay, so we're going to need to quickly stick it on charge. I know that these particular models have had problems with the USB at the bottom. Oh, right, yeah. I'm just noticing the screen is close to coming out, so it's had some major structural damage from whatever bash it's had. Oh, there's no real damage around here, which is a bit odd. So this was described as like new. I think like hell is more like the wording you should use. It's got this really tacky, horrible decal that's stuck on here. So I'll have to stick her on charge and see just the extent of the damage. So the power is obviously working. The phone is going to turn on, hopefully. Okay, so we have power. It's coming on. That's a good sign, if anything. I am wondering if there's actually going to be anything on this. Just checking down there. There does appear to be a bit of glue stuck just here. Maybe that's probably some of the materials from under the screen gradually coming out. And we have some Vodafone branding. And how far are we going to get into it? Is it going to be locked to someone's profile? Do I need to provide security information? Nope. Tap to personalize. I'm going to dare to check. No photos. Okay, so the phone does boot up. That's a bit of an achievement. I've actually just pushed that screen back in there, so it's back under, but I would imagine that yeah, it's back out again. The touchscreen does work, so it is operational. We can use the phone if in a life or death situation, and the speaker is working, as we heard. If we have a look at the camera, let's throw that in there. The top camera is unaffected by the crack. You can't notice it, but yeah, well, the camera does work, so that's a bit of an achievement. I had expected there to be a bit of a horror story whenever it came to that. However, it's I guess it's the outer that we're really concerned with here, and this is pretty horrible. If you were to have paid maybe a couple of hundred expecting to get, well, it's an M8, maybe still pay about £200 for an M8. You would expect to get something that obviously doesn't have these nicks and problems. If you were to try and return this to someone on the classified ad, I'm sure they would probably say that it wasn't like this whenever they put it in the post, and this must have all happened from the actual delivery man being rough with it in the back of the van or something like that, which is deeply unfair given that the packaging that it came in was essentially a DVD box, a little packing bubbles bag, which I'd say most of which are burst. I think this side's all burst. This one's got 2 or 3. It's got a nasty exterior on it. I'd love to see what the original pictures looked like, if there were any at all, or perhaps they just used a stock shot and chucked this out to you because they couldn't, or perhaps it was just stolen and perhaps dropped or something. I'm going to take all this off because it's horrible, and it improves the phone greatly because we get back to the way that the lovely HTC M8 was designed to be. The decal has been so badly put on, it's actually stuck in the SIM card tray here. As you can see, there's little bits of it sticking out there, so it's been covering that up, and then the SIM card tray has been inserted a couple of times and gradually torn the covering away. I guess this is just one of those examples of never ever put this stuff on your phone. It's horrible. Yeah, now that I've taken that off, actually, you can see the extent of the damage to the camera. It's not just the camera itself. There is a significant dent above that, which is obviously cracked it, and it was hidden by that decal. This camera, okay, seems alright, as does the flash. There's just bits of glue everywhere now. That's horrible. It's a real shame. Such a beautiful piece of hardware has just been so badly treated, and then it's gone on to such an awful life. It's living a lie. Someone sold this to someone saying it's like new. Horrible. If this was your phone, let me know. I'd like to hear from you, because this isn't just one smash. No, there's one there, one there. It's maybe bounced possibly, but given the amount of damage around the outside, this has taken a number of knocks. And given that it's the HTC M8, it's a very good phone. It's designed to take a few knocks because it's a superior build quality. Had this been something of a lesser device with maybe a plastic exterior, then it wouldn't have done quite as well. So that's the HTC M8 as bought from a classified ad. Have a look on O2's website. We'll put links in the notes below, and you can guide yourself to getting a better phone from a reliable source. So, thanks for watching now. Take care.